Welcome to today's episode on solving equations. We're going to look at how we solve one-step equations. It's important to remember that our goal today when we're solving equations is to get the variable or the letter alone on one side of the equal sign. And to do so, we use opposite operations. And we know that the opposite operations of adding is subtracting, and the opposite operations for multiplying is dividing, and vice versa. The most important thing to remember in solving a linear equation is that whatever you do to one side of the equation, you must do to the other side. Whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other. This is essential. So, if you subtract a number from one side, you must subtract the same number from the other side. If you multiply a number on one side, you must multiply that number to the other side. Let's go through some examples to show these rules. So, example number 1. Solve for x, where we have negative 2x equals 8. So this equation tells us negative 2 times a number, in this case x, is equal to 8. Right now we have negative 2 times x equals 8. So if negative 2 times x equals 8, the opposite of multiplying by negative 2, we need to use opposite operations. So to get x by itself, we can divide it by negative 2. And remember, what we do to one side, we must do to the other. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is 1. Anything divided by itself is 1. Therefore, we're left with x equals 8 divided by negative 2. If we simplify that, it becomes negative 4. And that's our answer. Perhaps you are not confident with your answer. One way you could check is use x equals negative 4 into the original equation. We have negative 2. Instead of x, we have times negative 4 must equal 8. Negative 2 times negative 4 is indeed positive 8. That's true. Let's try one more example. Solve the following, where we have x divided by 4 equals 10. So this equation tells us that some number x divided by 4 equals 10. X is being divided by 4 in this situation. So remember, our goal is to get x by itself. So we must use opposite operations. The opposite of dividing by 4 is multiplying by 4. So if I multiply this side by 4, we must multiply both sides by 4. And we know 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1. So we have 1x equals 10 times 4, which is 40. So our answer is x is equal to 40. To check our answer, we can use x is equal to 40, sub it into our original equation. Instead of x, we plug in 40 divided by 4 is equal to 10. And indeed, the left side equals the right side, and our answer is correct. Thanks for listening to the video. Hopefully this helps. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Take care.